I'm Jeff Hazlett. This is Jeff Bowler.
Jeff Bowler.
For me, there are 4 words which I've been repeating to myself that mean a lot. Listen, connect, share, and engage. We're also seeing around the world, which I've been blown away by, systemic change. That is to say that almost every ecosystem that I've looked at has been affected by this real-time internet. So in a one-to-many broadcast mode, we're now seeing one-to-one connections happening. Serendipity happens because of that.
A year ago, really you would have to throw a lot of stones in Times Square before they hit the head of anybody who had heard of Twitter. And the bewilderment, contempt, disbelief with which Twitter was greeted is one of the great stories of its development.
The newspapers, on the one hand, are filled with resentment of Twitter. On the other hand, they rely on it because it's a source of it's a feed. So, in fact, they actually call it a feed rather than a stream. You may have noticed that. I see that Stephen Fry said on his Twitter feed yesterday, which is very revealing when that's printed, because it shows that they think of it as like a Reuters or other press association feed that's coming out for their information, and they just report it.
At the first conference that I spoke at, I actually crowdsourced the word for people who use bad behavior. It's now in Wikipedia. It's now made itself to the Twitterati, and the word is twanker. Okay? So there are a lot of twankers out there. The other thing I want to say that's kind of bad is you need to be careful. And we especially tell our employees, and I'll tell you, as you become more well-known in the Twitterati, more well-known in Twitter, there are some bad people out there. There are stalkers. There are people who will want to do you harm. So do not Twitter that you're home alone, or I'm in a park all by myself and it's dark, come and get me. Okay? Because there are people who will show up and they will try to do you harm.
The police tweeting is fantastic. I will go to the Italian police to talk about it. Twitter and new technology are not only for geeks, are for ordinary people, and I think that if some institution start to use it, it could be great for everyone.
So, lots of good things. Some brands get it, some brands don't. 1/3 of people will get Twitter right away. 1/3 will eventually get it, and 1/3 will never get it. And I think the same thing's going to hold true for companies. About 1/3 of the companies and the big brands and some of the smaller companies who really are out there, they're going to get it. 1/3 will eventually get it, and 1/3 never will.
A big takeaway is Stephen Fry can stand up and just engage an audience, just naturally. So fantastic guy. I love Josie's thing on retweets, and somebody with that kind of academic brain, kind of really breaking it down. I think it's interesting that Twitter are going into this retweet thing, and I'm not sure they get it.
Next big thing brewing in someone's mind. They probably don't know it'll be the next big thing any more than Biz Stern knew that Twitter would be the next big thing. But something will happen, and it will excite us. But all I would urge you to do is to remember how I opened with. Remember, these things are human-shaped, not business-shaped or corporate-shaped or government-shaped, but human-shaped. And don't deny yourself or the internet the pleasure of your own humanity and laughter and joy and friendship. Thank you all very much.